This is an excerpt of the short story It Could Happen by Carol Moore. One day, overnight, the world turned violet. Just about everything turned violet, from the sky and ocean and mountains to the trees and animals and people, from the tallest skyscrapers to the tiniest ant. People sat around looking at one another, wondering if they were dreaming, but nobody woke up and things stayed violet, all except for a single blue jay who hadn't changed color and stayed the brightest blue. Being the only thing in the world that wasn't violet, he was caught and put in a cage. People were shocked, some were afraid, and some were amazed, and a few thought it funny, because along with everyone else, the president was very violet. Whole families were violet, as were teachers, movie stars, doctors, nurses, gas station attendants, the Queen of England, the President of Mozambique, taxi drivers, everybody. They went from place to place in their violet cars and buses, and rode violet bikes, and sat on violet furniture, and ate violet food. Even Hershey's candy bars had turned all violet, as had Skittles and M&Ms. Girls generally thought this yucky, but some boys thought it was pretty neat. The smartest scientists in the world gathered to figure it out. Was something wrong with people's eyes, or was it a trick of nature? They did studies and tests and analyzed and evaluated and debated and wrote article after article, but couldn't explain it. And no longer could people say they felt blue, or green with envy, or had a green thumb. So what they said and how they said it began to change. Some people said violet was now the most important color in the world because it was everywhere. Others said violet had no importance at all because there was too much of it. They discussed and argued, joined clubs, held debates, wrote books, and produced movies all about the issue of the importance or unimportance of the color violet. The color of the blue jay became a big issue because he had such a little bit of blue and the world had such a whole lot of violet. People argued about the importance of that. Some said the blue jay must be a very special bird, or maybe not a bird at all, because he alone kept his true color. Others said this was silly, that the blue jay ate bird food, drank water, and fluffed his feathers, and that other than his special color, he was still just a bird.